you, just me. And we'll let Linda in. Great. And let the arms come down. Nice. Okay, so welcome to yoga class. Let's take a big breath in again and reach up. This time, we'll lower our left arm and reach to the right side. And then come back up, breathing in. Lower the right arm and reach to the right side. As if you're reaching up for a star, past the center line, come back up. And bring the hands to the heart center. And take a nice mindful breath here. Breathe in, expanding the rib cage. Breathing down even lower towards the belly. Exhaling. And then we'll take our elbows up as we breathe. Let the head dip back a little if your neck will allow it. And then exhale, so bellows breath. So we kind of constrict everything back in, then expand. Breathe in deeply. Maybe get a little bit of back bend in the neck, and exhale. And as you do, squeeze those abdominal muscles. Inward and upward now again. Big breath in. And then exhale, back inward. Let's release the arms and swing them back and forth. So, more people coming in. And do this a few more times. And welcome to those who just came in. I think maybe Debbie. Okay. And Linda. Nice. And then let's lift our arms up and come up on the pads of the feet. So we're rising up on our toes. Holding a little bit of our balance here. And then coming down and swinging the arms again. So welcome, Helen. Swinging back and forth. We're going to lift our arms up behind us, palms upwards, and just hold the arms up at a point where you feel a little work, but it's not too much. And then release the arms and swing them again. Let's do that balance pose once more. As we reach upwards, we lift up on the toes just as best you can. And you can hold on to something and just reach with one arm if that's better for you. And then come down, swing the arms. We'll do one more tricep exercise in the back. So we're going to work those upper back arms, lifting. You can spread the fingers out too if you want to give a nice stretch to the hand. And then release and shake it out. Let's separate the feet now and go in circles. Nice circular motion with the hips, loosening the hips up. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And then we'll reverse, and we'll reverse it a couple more times. And then reverse again. Back the other way.
Laura was going to join.
Welcome, Kathy. I just realized who you were. And then back the other way. So we're doing some nice hip circles now. A few more times. And then back to the center. So let's do some arm movements with our arms going around in circles, but I'm going to mute you all first. And now let's take our left arm around, right arm around, nice and slowly at first so you can make sure that your shoulder is happy with this motion. And then the other arm, and as you take the arm around, twist a little to the side. So you're starting some more twisting motions. although we did the twist as a warm-up to class. If you got in on that, great. And again, reach and take it back. And now let's go forwards. Reach back up and around, back up and around. Spread the fingers out so you're getting a nice stretch in the hands. Keep them healthy and strong and flexible. See if you can feel some reaching and stretching way down near the base of the spine as you stretch upwards, forwards, and then bring it down and give a little shake. Let's do a forward fold halfway. Let's bend the knees and reach the arms up. And then as we exhale, let's hinge from the hips, hands above the knees, and reach the head forward. So we have a nice tabletop with our back, stretching the spine forwards. And then if you want to, let's go down into Uttanasana, holding forwards. Arms out to the sides and reverse swan dive upwards. And breathe in and reach. Bring the hands to the heart center into mountain pose. So let's go ahead and let the arms just drape alongside today. Check that your pelvic floor isn't tipped forward or back, but right in the middle. Feet are strong. Now draw the shoulder blades together in the back. Lift the belly in and upwards and rise through the crown of the head. So let's breathe here a couple more times. Nice deep Ujjayi breathing through the nose as much as we can. Next, we'll bend our knees and reach up. Do another forward fold halfway. Halfway, reaching the head forward, stretching out the spine. And then coming back down into Uttanasana, so folding a little farther if you can. And then placing your hands on the mat. This time we're going to step back into our downward facing dog and walk the dog. Lots of rolling through the feet. And now let's stretch our downward facing dog, reaching the hips back, lowering the chest, letting the head drape. And trying to elongate the spine by stretching those hips back and up, keeping a little bend in the knees so your knees just barely soft, or more bend if it's better for you. And then bringing the knees to the floor and sinking back into a child's pose. And breathe here for your nice Ujjayi breath, nice full breathing. Spread the fingers, have all parts of the fingers and the base of the hand, the outer edge, but leave a little bit of gap in the palm of the hand. And now let's walk our hands over to the left a little bit. So we're reaching out at an angle and breathe. That way we get to stretch the opposite side of the body. And then back to the center. Take a big breath here. And then let's exhale and move the hands over to the other side. A little distant foot or so. Breathe. The more we focus on the breath, the more we gain ability to calm ourselves. Back to the center. Let's slide the hands back towards the hips and move the head from side to side. So it's as if we're shaking our head no, but we're not shaking our head no. We're just warming up our necks. So let's continue that. Warming up the neck, shaking the head side to side. just nice and slowly so that it's comfortable for you. And then we'll bring our heads to the center and nod up and down. A nice work with the head, neck, a little bit the base of the neck too. And this activity is supposed to help us to avoid vertigo. So hopefully it will help all of you in that department. Let's go ahead and dip our chin down towards the chest. Draw it in a little bit, so tuck the chin in and feel a nice stretch at the top of the neck. And bring the head back up. Let's take our left hand, touch the floor, reach the right one up. And then we're going to bend our left elbow as we lean to the side. We're reaching up towards the sky, but at an angle. And then let's come back up to the center, take a nice breath in. And then on our exhale, we'll go over to the right side, keeping the arm in line with the ear as best we can. And then coming up with the arms. Bring the hands to the heart center. Take another breath. And then exhale. And bring the arms down. Let's roll onto one of our hips so we can extend our legs out in front. And have the hands around the knees. And then just very gradually keeping the back straight, lean a little bit forward so you start to stretch the hamstrings. If you're very flexible, you might be able to bend farther forward, maybe even touch the toes. But our goal is just to feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs. And now let's bend our knees, feet on the floor, scoot the hips a little forwards, and roll back down onto our backs. We're going to send our arms out to the sides and do some windshield wipers. So let's take the knees to the left and turn the head to the right. Then bring the knees back in. And take them over to the right and turn the head to the left. And back up. Let's do that quickly now. So left with the knees, right with the knees. Left with the knees, right with the knees. Left and right and left. And right, and a few more times. And right, now bring the knees to the center. We're going to draw our knees in towards our chest. Breathing. And then we'll reach our hands and feet up in the air, so that we can do some flexing and pointing up there. So bending the feet forwards and the hands forwards and then back, forwards and back. A few more times at this speed. And then we're going to hold a flex, so draw back towards the chest. Hold, and then forwards and hold. Back towards you and hold. Forwards and hold. And then bring the knees into the chest. Hold on to each knee separately. And let's bring the knees out towards the shoulders. So an upside down frog. This gives us a chance to stretch the inner upper thighs, groin area, open the hips. Bring the knees back together. Place the feet on the floor, arms along the side. And we'll go up into a nice half bridge, leaving the shoulders down, but lifting the hips and wriggling the shoulders under. You can place your palms flat on the ground, or you can weave the fingers together and lift the hips a little higher. And breathe. Continue that nice full Ujjayi breathing. And we'll slowly roll our spines back onto the ground. Bring the knees into the chest again, straight in this time. Send the arms and legs up, and we're going to do circles with our feet and hands so that we get a nice range of motion, stretching with the ankles and wrists. So you can do this at your own pace. And let's reverse that. And now bring the knees in the chest again. Place the feet on the ground. We're going to cross our right ankle over the left knee and encourage the right knee to move away. Flex the feet and then bring the left knee closer. So you can use your hands to wrap around the left knee to the shin or behind the thigh, right at the knee. And just slowly draw the left knee closer in towards the chest. Keep the feet flexed. And try to encourage the right knee to move away. And breathe. Nice full Ujjayi breathing. If you want a little more intensity here, you can tip slightly towards the left side. Or you can draw the left knee in a little more and push with the muscles in your legs. Just push that right knee farther away. And that'll also intensify the stretch. We're going for the piriformis muscle. And now we'll release that. Put both feet on the floor. Come up to another half bridge. And then roll back down onto the floor with your spine. One vertebra at a time is nice. And then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Encourage the left knee to move away. Flex the feet and lift the right knee towards you. So you can grab on with your hands around the right knee or behind the right knee. And gradually bring it in. And every once in a while, try to press that left knee farther away. Breathe. Close the eyes. Draw the shoulder blades in so the shoulders just relax on the ground. And continue breathing. Again, if you want a little more intensity with the muscles in the legs, just reach that left hip farther away or tip a little to the right. Or both. Continue breathing. Then we'll bring our knees back to the center if you tipped. And then let's bring our feet back down onto the floor. Bring the feet together and let the knees go out into a nice butterfly. The hands can be folded at the base of the ribs so you can focus on the breathing and the rise and fall of the chest. With the eyes closed, you can notice the colors that you see behind your eyelids, and then relax the eyelids. Relax your breathing. It's nice, calm, ujjayi breath. The shoulders are sinking down into the ground. Now relax the forehead. The eyebrows and the rest of the eyes. Out at the corners of the eyes too. Relax the crown of the head, the muscles that run around the scalp and on the sides of the head, the temples. The back of the head where the head is touching the ground. Relax that too. Now the cheeks, across the nose, around the nose and the upper lip, the lower lip, the tongue. And relax both sides of the jaw. And then bring the knees together. Draw the knees in towards the chest again and make little circles, loosening the hips. And then reverse. Let's extend our legs and arms upwards again. We're going to be stretching our toes out. So reaching out with the toes and the hands, so the fingers too. And then drawing them in and making fists and scrunching the toes and being very strong in the arms and legs. And now stretch them out again, breathe in. Make as much space between the digits as you can. And then exhale, scrunch them up. Use the muscles in the arms, legs, chest, back. And then again, breathe in, stretch, open, reach with the toes and fingers. Again, tighten them up, make fists. And the last one. Big breath in, stretching the toes out, stretching the hands. And then scrunching them up. And I think I'd like to end with one more stretch. Stretching the toes and fingers out. And then bringing the knees into the chest. And let's have some fun rocking forward and back. So allow yourself to swing back onto your upper back and then come forward, touching the feet on the floor. So as long as you're comfortable doing this, go ahead and enjoy these for a few more times. And if not, go ahead and sit in a cross-legged pose, ready for the next activity. Now let's all come up, sit cross-legged. Take a nice breath, reaching upwards, stretching up. Bringing the hands to the heart center, opening the hands so the back of the hands lay on the knees, bringing the middle finger and the thumb together and closing the eyes. So you're sitting nice and tall. If the low back is quite rounded, press against the floor and sort of tip the pelvic floor back and down. So we have nice posture here. Draw the shoulder blades in. Now let's relax with our eyes closed. And breathe here a couple more times. And we'll release that. Let's reach our left arm up in the air. Stretch, bend the elbow, and you can either bring your other hand up to that elbow to help guide your arm into a good shoulder stretch, or reach the right arm up the back and see if you can bring the hand together. So either way, your choice. We're stretching one shoulder at a time. One more breath here. Nice full Ujjayi breathing. Then we'll reach the arms up, both of them. Nice breath in. And now bend the right elbow. Use the left hand as a guide, so the opposite side, or take that left arm around to the back and try to reach the hands together, maybe even hook the fingers together. And breathe. And now we'll release that. Bring the arms around. Let's swing our legs around behind and go to all fours. Spread the fingers out. The wrists are underneath the shoulders approximately. The knees are hip distance apart. Let's go in some cow and cat. Reach the head forwards, the hips back, elongating the spine as you breathe in. And then as we exhale, let's curve the spine upwards and draw the abdominal area in. And go back and forth, cow, elongating, stretching hips and head away. And then bringing them closer as we round the back on the cat. Exhale. So continue at your own pace. Maybe 4 or 5 more times. As long as you're comfortable. You can always go down into a child's pose again if you want to. If you need a break. And wherever you are, let's do one more. Come back to neutral and sit back on your heels and then come up onto your knees. Take the left foot and bring it out in front and then sink down into a lunge. So from the lunge, we're going to take our arms up and then to the heart center, twist to that side and come forward over to the left side. So we're trying to reach our chest around to the side. And we can use our right elbow as leverage with the knee. And then come back to the front. And you can press your hands against the knee to come back up if that's helpful. And let's do a nice leg stretch. So the left leg is out in front. Pull the toes back towards the body. And let's tip from the hips just slightly forward so we feel a nice stretch in the left leg. And breathe. So if you're very flexible in the hamstrings, you might come quite a bit forward. Most of us are going to be just a little forwards. And then bring that left leg back. And let's go forward with the right foot. And then sink into our low lunge here. Then we'll lift the arms up, bring the hands together, bring them down to the heart center, and then twist the body to the right and bring the left elbow down so that we can use the knee as leverage as we continue to try to get our chest to move to the side a little bit more. And breathe. So low lunge with a twist. Breathe a little longer if you can, and then come back towards the front. If you want, you can press your hands and knees again. We're going to reach the the hips back so the foot stays forward, and draw the toes back, and then lean forwards again. So now we're stretching the other leg. And then let's bring our left foot back. We'll do a little bit of leaning back. So with the knees hip distance apart, we'll just lean back on our exhales and come forward on the inhale. So our body's working like a plank from the knees to the shoulders. And come up on the inhales. And let's do maybe 3. So if you're fast, you could do 4. And then come up. Let's bring our left foot just in front of the right knee. Turn the toes under on the right knee and press yourselves up. And take a nice big breath in, reaching upwards. And then bring the arms down. So if you can get up different ways, fine. Let's take a drink now. Or a break of some kind if you need to. And we'll do our tree next. So while we're waiting, just in case someone needed to have a longer break, let's bend our knees slightly and take the arms out to the sides and then across the body. When we cross the body, let's draw the abs in a little bit. And when we reach out to the sides, let's stretch across the top of the chest as long as it's comfortable. And keep doing that a few more times while I check to make sure no one else has left and needs to come back in. Great. Okay. And now let's come together. Stand on the left foot. If you want to, you can hold on to a piece of furniture or doorway or some support. Now let's bring the other foot in, the right foot in close. A modification is to pivot on the top of the toe, but if you can lift the foot onto the ankle or up to the groin, then do that and take the knee as far to the side as it's comfortable. And then the hands come to the heart center. So we have our abdominal area drawn in and upwards. And now we lift through the legs and the body as we take the arms up above the head, the elbows go to the sides, and we extend the arms as far as it's comfortable. Breathe our calm, full Ujjayi breath. And then we'll take our arm or arms out to the sides, draw the shoulder blades in, a little more upper back squeezing of the shoulder blades, strengthen and straighten. Then we'll take the arms back up, stretch upwards, and then bring the hands to the heart center. Take another breath here. And during the exhale, let's bring it all down and walk it out. So nice. Nice tree pose practice. That's the key. It's a practice. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now let's switch to the other foot. Spread those toes out. Maintain an arch to keep the ankle upright. Bring the other foot close. Lift the foot if you can, either to the ankle or the groin. Turn the knee outwards. And if the opposite hip goes out, try to bring it in. Tighten the abs, in and up. Hands to the heart center. And lift the hands above the head. Elbows to the sides. And then extend the arms to whatever degree your upper arms and shoulders are okay with. Breathe your Ujjayi breath. Think about lifting through the crown of the head, so it kind of helps us stretch all the way up from the feet, or in this case, the foot. And then arms to the sides. Shoulder blades move in, palms are up. Nice receiving position. Breathe. Confident. And we'll lift the arms back up above the head. Try to stretch up a little bit more again. And bring the hands down to the heart center. And then on your next exhale, release the leg and the arms. Shake the arms, shake the shoulders, and walk it out. Nice. Okay, let's do some shoulder rolls. Nice big shoulder rolls going back. Bring those shoulders in towards the chest. Towards the neck. Oh, funny. Then we'll go forwards. And then we'll shake it out again. Let's take the feet wide apart for now. We're going to bend our left knee. So we stretch the inside of the right leg. So you can do this standing, or let's see, come back to the middle. You can even fold forwards, put the hands on the knees and be in a tabletop. Now let's go to the other side, or even down on the floor with the hands. You have choices. Keep the arches in the feet. Come back to the center. Let's do the other side again. Stretch the inner leg as you bend the first knee, so the left knee. And then let's come back to the center and over to the other side. And then back to the center. Bring the hands above the knees, come halfway up. And then continue all the way up. Bring the arms up high. We're going to go into a goddess pose. So make the arms and legs strong as you bend them. So we're using a lot of our muscles. And then reach up. Take a big breath in. And another goddess. and reach up. And bring the arms down. Turn to one of your feet and step to that foot and then walk it out and come back to the center. The next thing we'll do is stretch our thighs. So reach out for a piece of furniture to stabilize you if you want. And reach back for the left foot. Bring it in, draw the belly in, lift the chest up and forward so we have nice posture. And then if you are feeling pretty stable and want to try letting go of your support, reach back with both hands. If the head sags forwards, draw it back in so that it's above the body. And the spine is aligned all the way to the top of the neck. It's a nice quadricep stretch. Then we'll release that side and go for the other side. So holding now on to a support with your left hand, bring the right foot closer. Again, adjust the posture so that abdominal area, your core is nice and tight and lifted. Chest too, the head above the body. And breathe. And then release that side, walk it out a little. Okay, we're gonna go down onto the floor, onto our back. So if you would like another drink, grab that on the way. Lie on your backs. We're gonna be on our backs the rest of the time. And then put your feet or your heels up on some furniture or a wall or a door so that you can have your feet up above your heart, your legs up above for a little while here. And then take the arms up and over and breathe in. Nice big breath, letting the chest rise. There's space under here. And then exhale, the space goes away. Breathe in again, take the arms up and over. Exhale, bring the arms back. Then we'll do our angel wings. So new movement with the arms, they go out and continue up along the floor, side, and maybe you bring them together. As long as it's comfortable, and then back along the floor towards the hips. And again, breathe in, take the wings up, and then fold the wings down. Now let's take our arms to our sides. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch, taking the right arm across the chest, just straight across. And then if you would like to, bring the left hand up in case you can snuggle the arm in a little closer. So listen to your own body and only stretch it as deeply as it's right for you. Then we'll open up the arms. And as we exhale next, let's bring the left arm across and snuggle it in just to whatever point is comfortable, and breathe. And open up the arms again. And bring them down towards the hips. And begin to slowly lower your feet off the furniture. And we're going to lie on our backs with our knees bent now. And now we're going to stretch out our left leg all the way straight. Scooch the right hip to the right a little, an inch or two, and take the left hand and guide the right knee across the body. It's going as if it's rolling towards the floor, but it doesn't have to reach. And then let's take our right arm out to the right, let the shoulder and arm sink downward, and then turn the head to the right side. Look beyond the hand, and now close the eyes and imagine that you're looking way, way down a beautiful, pristine beach. Far, far, until you can see a nice outcropping and a lighthouse and lots of birds flying around. You can feel the breath of wind on your skin coming off the ocean. You're comfortable, it's warm and nice temperature. You can hear the waves lapping. You're breathing your calm Ujjayi breath. Your facial muscles are relaxed. You're just completely relaxed here lying on the sun. And now we'll roll slowly back to the center. Bend the left knee, scooch the hips into the middle, and draw the knees into the chest. And we'll let the feet come back down and stretch our right leg all the way out. Lift the hips, move them a little to the left, and roll that left knee across. And reach our left arm out to the side. Turn the head slightly to the side too, or as far as you comfortably can turn. Close the eyes. And this time imagine that you're lying at the top of a mountain. You're on a nice cushy towel on some lovely grass. And you're looking across a beautiful valley. There's a river, lots of green. And you can see another mountain far in the distance. There are beautiful clouds going by. It's almost sunset. The clouds have turned orange and pink. And you're just fascinated with the clouds moving across the sky. Breathing your calm breath. Just enjoying the moment. And we'll slowly roll back to the center. Bend the right knee so we have both knees bent. Scooch the hips into the middle. Reach between the knees and grab onto the big toes. Lift the feet up in the air and rock from side to side. And kind of do your own thing in Happy Baby. Reach one foot at a time upwards. Or rock all the way over to one side so the outer leg is on the floor and then all the way over to the other side. So you can enjoy your Happy Baby. And a little more rocking. Then we'll stretch the legs out just as far as it's comfortable for you. Go ahead and stretch. Stretch the legs out and then bring them back in. Bring the knees into the chest. Place the feet on the floor and stretch the legs out one at a time. Let's do one full body stretch. So we're going to be stretching with the legs and arms. Arms up and over. Big, big breath. Exhale, bring the arms to the sides and turn the palms up. Let the shoulder blades move in and relax the shoulders. Relax the legs, feet, toes, fingers, and facial muscles. Now we can notice what's going on, sounds, feelings, smells, we can notice them. But now we're going to practice letting go of those. They're there, but we're not really paying much attention. Now we're going to practice letting go of our inner thoughts, allowing ourselves just this maybe 6 or 7 minutes of stillness. So enjoy Shavasana. Time to start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Bringing your awareness back to our yoga. So let's take a moment while you're still lying down to stretch the fingers and the toes. And the wrists, fold the hands in towards the inner wrist. So you can stretch the back of the wrist and the back of the hand. And then if you'd like to sit up for the closing, you can roll to one side and come up to a comfortable seated position. If you want to stay lying down, that's perfectly okay. Then we'll take a breath in, reach our arms up above the head. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center, and we'll do 3 ohms. So if you'd like to join, please do. Big breath. Om Shanti, 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 which means peace, peace, peace. Thank you for being here today. Namaste. And good job to everyone. Yay. All right.
Thank you, Nicole.
My pleasure. Have a great day. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste, Nicole.
Namaste, Debbie. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording. Anyone who wants to stay and visit is welcome to do that. So let's see if I can get it.